Meantime, we're going to break things up and bake things up this morning with the Yooper goddess. Ansley Watson is in the kitchen with Lori now, telling us some of the fun things they're making. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Vicki. We are making something very fun and festive for deer hunters.
Yeah.
We're making some ravioli casserole.
We are.
What are you doing right now?
Woo, we're going to sear that meat, but we're making it out of this.
Can't go wrong with that, huh? You said that this is a recipe that you grew up with.
Yes, my mother always made it for us, and we loved it. So I thought the deer hunters might like it. So, because you usually use venison, but
right. But you don't have a deer yet.
Not yet.
You will get one, though, won't you?
I'm hoping.
Well, stay with us. We'll show you how that's done later in the hour. Reporting live in Ishpeming, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Ooh, that's
Okay, and thanks, ladies. We're going to get caught up with you. We got a little distracted there. We've been hearing about things. If you're just waking up, but we do want to take a little bit of break because, you know, it's always a special treat for us when the Yooper goddess joins us. And this morning, she's showing us how to make a ravioli casserole. So Ansley Watson is learning more about that. You ladies kind of matched this morning with the plaid. Nice.
We are wearing flannel plaid because this is a recipe for deer hunters.
right.
That's what we're doing that for.
To use your venison after you shoot that big buck.
Yes, that's right. So we're making this ravioli casserole.
Yeah.
We've kind of began on it so far. Lori, tell us what you've done so far.
So I had you sear all this meat, right, with salt and pepper. And when you sear your meat, you want to not dump the whole thing in there because, like I told you, it would boil.
Yeah. Well, what kind of meat is this?
This is a round steak.
Okay. And you said there's a lot of moisture in that.
There is. If you put a ton of meat in a pan, it just boils and then it gets tough. So you want to get it like where it turns brown, so it's nice and yummy.
Excellent.
So this is you want to use like 2 to 3 pounds of venison.
Okay.
But we got beef here because I haven't shot my deer yet. So when you get your meat all seared, you're going to put onions and mushrooms and green beans and cook that. And then you're going to add your meat back. And see this sauce
what
here is the sauce from the ravioli. And you're going to rinse the can out.
Just pour it on in?
Yep. And we're going to simmer this for about 20 minutes. And then we're going to, the meat will get nice and tender because not only are you simmering it, you're going to also bake it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So the ravioli, we're going to show when we come back how cool we put it in the pan.
Yeah. I don't want to give too much away.
My mother got this recipe from the Grit.
The what?
The what?
Oh.
Yeah. There was a paper we used to have called the Grit. And this recipe was in there, like, who knows, like in the early 70s or whatever. And I mean, I grew up eating this. You know, we always had a lot of venison when I was growing up. And we loved it.
Do you take this to camp whenever you go out there to eat? Is this what you use?
I have,
yeah.
Yep. And you could actually put turkey,
or chicken.
I mean, a lot of people tell me, I hate venison. You know, I'm like, well, you can use beef. Like I have my little venison vixen cookbook. You can put beef in every recipe.
There you go.
Doesn't have to be venison, but.
Well, when we come back, we will show you how that ravioli is done. It is really neat to stay with us. Reporting live in Ishpeming, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for giving us a little break. Of course, the elections continue. If you're just joining us, you have not heard.
Welcome back. Well, we take a little bit of an election break this morning as we join the Yooper goddess. She's showing us how to make a ravioli casserole. Ansley Watson has more on how it's made. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sam. This is for all those deer hunters out there.
Yes.
Lori says so.
Yep, venison ravioli casserole.
But, however, we don't have venison this morning, so we're improvising using some beef, which is just as good.
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
really good, and you could use turkey or chicken, whatever you like, and whatever vegetables you like. So what we did was we fried our meat up, right?
Yes.
Then we put the onions and green beans and the mushrooms, and then we added the meat back, and you're going to use a big 40-ounce can of ravioli, and here's what you do with it.
This is so fun. You literally stacked them like a little wall.
You stack it like a wall. And now you're going to start putting it in the middle there. And I'm going to put some cheese in the middle of this one because Dean,
that looks awesome.
Doesn't it? How fun is that?
It looks like a little pie, like a little pot pie or something.
So we're going to put some cheese and then you're
Oh
going to just
goodness.
put the rest of that on top. You're going to bake this probably for, I mean, it bakes like over an hour.
Oh, really?
At 350. You know, it'll get nice and bubbly And what I do is I put cheese on top and I cover it for about 45 to 50 minutes and then take the cover off and sprinkle some breadcrumbs because that got nice and crunchy.
And it looks so good.
Yeah. It's
All
just
these
a fun
different textures.
casserole and kids love.
You
loved
said
it.
your kids love doing this and stacking the
my kids
raviolis.
loved this casserole when we were kids and when I was a kid. And my mom got it from the grit, like I said. It's like so weird. It's like, Mom, where'd you get this recipe?
I was tasting it earlier. We'll have to taste some again.
Yeah.
But it's a very comforting. It's kind of like a comfort food.
It is, yeah.
I'm struggling to get this last bit out here. So you layer more cheese on top of that.
Yep, and then I'm gonna just sprinkle cheese. I got a surprise for you.
You do?
I do.
What is it?
Well, you know, you love that Finlander boiled coffee, right?
Yeah.
So, look at the little pot I got you.
Oh, how cute is this?
So my mom has extra ones because that's, you know, my whole life we've used these pots.
Yeah.
And this is one in between. It's not a 4-cup or a 9-cup, it's a 6-cup.
Perfect.
So I thought that would be nice.
6 cups of coffee
Because
every
this
day.
girl loves that
I
Finlander
do.
coffee.
Oh, Lori, thank you. That was so sweet of you. Nice little
You're
surprise
welcome.
with our
Yay.
casserole this morning.
Yeah.
Well, let's
So
taste
thanks,
this.
Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
So, it's so good.
It is.
You get
gotta
that.
try this.
It's so weird, like, when you add the sauce from the ravioli to the meat, it just gives it that unique
It soaks it all in. Soaks in all the flavor.
and then the meat gets nice and tender when it cooks in that. It's so good. And I mean, if you wanted to go crazy, you could make your own ravioli, I guess. But, you know, we like to open a can once in a while, right?
You're allowed to do that, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't do it very often.
No,
but
you don't.
When I make this, I open up a can.
Well, I'm excited to see once you get your deer and you can actually make this the right way with venison meat.
I'm trying to think of what we could make when I get my deer.
Well, we will just have to think about
Some
that and ponder
sausage.
it. That's good by me.
How fun would that be?
I don't mind that.
Stuff some sausage.
Well, thanks for showing us how this is done. It's been great.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Reporting live at Ishpeming, Ansley Watson,
Keep
and we'll be
smiling.
back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.